Guardians, Tallen here, and wow, do we have some big stuff to cover today involving Destiny 2. Now, again, we're only covering this because it's really hype stuff, and by the way, if you haven't already, make sure you join the Destiny 2 clan for 5-9 gaming, and yeah, I definitely support it a lot, and kind of pushed it a lot if you guys haven't noticed on Twitter sometimes. So anyway, regardless, we're gonna have a topic here. Not only do we have a brand new season started today, but we also got our first glimpse at the next chapter in what Bungie is calling Light and Darkness Saga. The upcoming Witch Queen expansion has been officially revealed, which will see Guardians fighting for survival against a more powerful and cunning foe than ever before. Savathun, successor to Arkhice and Queen of the Hive, is officially here and has come to the system to challenge us Guardians, and has kind of figured out how to do something pretty crazy, actually. Not gonna lie, she's looking pretty powerful there. But before you face off against the Witch Queen, you'll have to reunite with another queen. Mara, Queen of the Awoken, has returned to help the Guardians prepare for Savathun's arrival. Hoping to save her people and home, Mara is assisting the Guardians in discovering new secrets in the Dreaming City that might help them combat the deadly forces that are fast approaching. Season of the Lost is debuting today, and probably by now most of you are already playing it, so good job on that one. Keep going. And we've got a rundown of all of the information that was dropped today, so settle in for a wild ride. Grab some popcorn, grab some sushi, whatever you need to grab. All of that stuff. But before we do that though, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified on all of our Destiny 2 content here on 5-9 Direct, as well as our other content, reviews, discussions, you name it. Make sure you hit to be notified on all of that stuff coming up. Now, without further ado, let's get started. First off, we got the reveal for the next expansion in the Destiny universe, which of course is the Witch Queen. Featuring the Hive goddess herself, the Witch Queen will set out to be the most ambitious expansion in the Destiny universe to this day. Bungie started off by showing us an actual full trailer of what we can expect to see, including Savathun's throne world and a bit of a, I don't know what you want to call it. It looks like a jungle essentially, but regardless, it looks like part of a jungle. We're not really sure. But the Hive God is here to exist, and she is creating all the rules of engagement, including when she was walking through that water that we saw and everything like that. A lot of slain Hive are in there, but they're not going to be dead for long. It turns out that she is bringing with her one of the most powerful weapons ever, and as Guardians moving forward, we are going to be able to fight off against, you guessed it, Hive Ghosts, which are making, basically, Hive Guardians. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous what we're about to fight here, guys. It absolutely is. We see that the Hive Ghosts are rushing to the aid of Savathun herself, and that they are going to be able to resurrect all of those slain Hives. So yeah, it looks like we still got some work cut out for us here. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. As Savathun takes to the skies to command her minions, we're going to see our Guardians come face to face with these newly created Super Hive. Basically think Super Scroll from Marvel, essentially. Guardians are truly facing a challenge unlike anything we've ever seen before the Witch Queen, and these challenges are going to be absolutely crazy. We're going to need some help here. Luckily, we do, though. One of the new weapon types that are getting announced is, of course, the Glaive. The bladed staff will be the first melee weapon in Destiny history that can be utilized in first person, and it will actually be able to shoot mid-range projectiles and have defensive capabilities. So this is going to make it an excellent all-around weapon for fighting off those hordes of Hive Guardians that will surely be swarming our screens. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. On top of that, Destiny will finally be introducing weapon crafting. A lot of people have been asking for this one. Starting on the launch of Witch Queen, players will be able to build weapons to their liking and able to customize their guns in any way they want to see fit. However, make sure you're happy with your weapon first though, because you'll have to use it to level it up to its full potential. Just keep that in mind right there. Bungie stated that players will be able to craft a bunch of seasonal weapons, the throne world, and raid weapons, and a lot more throughout year 5. But you'll have plenty of ways to level up your weapons, so don't worry. Don't think that you have to do just one particular thing and able to do this, okay? So maybe you start off with a brand new campaign, which is set to feature a legendary difficulty as well. Very similar to the Halo games, actually, which makes sense since Bungie made Halo. You know, put one on one together, you know? Bungie has stated that the legendary difficulty will ensure that every encounter is a challenge and that players will be rewarded for those extra efforts. You keep that in mind right there. Speaking of extras, though, there's also a collection edition for the Witch Queen that will be shown in the presentation. This edition will come with all the upcoming events for year 5. This includes the Bungie 30th anniversary content. The collector's edition will also come with all this Hive Ghost model stuff that you can go ahead and look at if you really want to. So if you're really into that stuff, by all means. Last little bit to finish this off before we move into the other details was Bungie also clued into its last expansion for the Light and Darkness Saga, which is going to be coming next year, obviously. While little information was given, we did get the name the Final Shape, which is a reference to be a belief held by the darkness that it exists to help to form the final shape of all things in the universe. While we don't know exactly what this will bring yet, we do know that all things leading to the grand finale of the saga start with Season 15. All right, so with all the big major expansion stuff, let's move into some of the other stuff that was announced as well. As you guys know, Season 15 has officially kicked off the Season of the Lost. Now, we don't want to give away any spoiler territory, story stuff or anything like that, because Bungie has kind of been killing it with a lot of the story, seasonal pass information and cutscenes and everything like that. So I don't want to give away any of that kind of stuff. But just so you know, basically, we're finally returning to the Dreaming City, so we finally get to put that story to rest, hopefully. We'll have to see how they land it, but regardless, we do get to deal with a few of the things that will be leading up into the Witch Queen, so this is definitely going to be something really nice, and we'll have to wait and see. But speaking of that, though, it also was confirmed by Bungie that once the Witch Queen happens, a lot of your subclasses are going to be getting a huge upgrade for the light class, because they basically want to bring it in line with the stasis subclass, which is really nice. So starting with the Witch Queen, though, we're going to be able to see those void class subclasses get their launch, and then we're going to move on from there. So while it doesn't look like we're going to be getting a brand new subclass, I know everyone was looking at like corruption / poison, whatever you wanted to call it. It is going to be really nice to see a lot of our old light subclasses get a new coat of paint, essentially. It's going to be really nice. So one other thing that they did announce, though, at this little event, though, was the Bungie 30th anniversary event, which we mentioned earlier a little bit. Players will have the option to purchase a special event that will grant a new dungeon along with other cosmetics and functional rewards. The new dungeon will be located in the infamous loot cave that players used to shoot into the hopes of getting engrams on the early days of Destiny 1. This edition is truly something that will speak to a lot of long-term fans of the franchise, as every time I pass by that loot cave personally for the first few weeks of Destiny, I can see groups of Guardians just standing there trying to get tons and tons of loot. So we'll have to see how they handle it when this releases. With all the new content coming, Bungie is stating that there'll be a new raid or dungeon coming every 3 months as well, which is awesome. So, by the way, if you want to join any of the raids, join the 5-9 clan. We go through raids pretty much every weekend, so it's awesome. And during the weekdays as well, because I know not everyone can be there. But again, make sure if you want to, join us. We have our own Discord and everything, so. Of course, though, in order to tackle this all, you'll need some new weapons, or maybe some old weapons, technically. So a lot of weapons are getting pulled from the Destiny 1 vault here, including the big one itself, Gjallarhorn. Yes, if you played first year Destiny 1, the Gjallarhorn was a true god killer, no pun intended. Something capable of pummeling out so much damage, it was absolutely ridiculous. It's great to see such a beloved weapon return to the game. Even if it's not the tactical nuke that it once was, it will surely be a force to be reckoned with. All right, guys, with all that being said now, however, don't think we forgot about you PvP fans, because I actually like to play PvP. It's got some issues, but I still like it. But hopefully they are going to be addressing this. And to our luck, they actually are. Today, Bungie actually announced that they'll be implementing the Battle Eye anti-cheat software to help with the overall PvP experience. If you play Destiny 2 on PC like I have, you'll probably come into a few hackers and cheaters and all that kind of fun stuff. So they make it pretty obvious. Yeah, what can you do? But again, this is one of those steps that's going to be a great help to some of this PvP stuff, along with the endgame PvP mode, Trials of Osiris. Yes, Bungie has stated that there will now be matchmaking there as well, and there will be ways for everyone to grab some of the best PvP gear in the game. If you've always wanted a Trials loop, but you've never been able to venture into it because of clans or anything and just cheaters and all that fun stuff, well, now's your chance to get it. You'll still have to go flawless if you want to be able to get some of the Adept stuff and exclusive gear, but regardless, you'll still be able to get at least some of the awesome PvP content that is there. So make sure you give it a try if you want to. It is coming in September, though, with all these changes, so you got to wait a couple more weeks for this stuff to come. But regardless, it's going to be awesome. So definitely keep that in mind there. And of course, let's not forget that crossplay is finally here. So, you can just go play some raids with every one of your buddies on different platforms and everything, because it's awesome. Let's just be honest here. So, but again, crossplay isn't, forced or anything like that. You simply will play with who you want to play with. You want to play with your friends that are on PC and everything like that, then go ahead. If you don't, then, well, you don't. That's basically it. All things considered, though, guys, Bungie just dropped bomb after bomb today, and it was amazing. From the new expansion reveal to crossplay, we saw what we're going to have for the Destiny franchise going into the future, and it's pretty ambitious. And you know what? I'm really looking forward to it. If you're a fan of Destiny 2, then you're in for one heck of a ride from here on out. And if you're looking to start Destiny 2 or you're a returning player, there's no better time than to start now. With Season 15, we're really heating up things here, and it's going to be absolutely awesome leading up to the Witch Queen, Savathun herself, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. The last thing we want to cover, though, before we get going, though, is, of course, what is free, what is paid, all of that stuff. So first off, if you just simply want to snag the expansion itself, which, by the way, comes out on February 22nd, 2022, then you'll have to pay $40 US. If you want to get the deluxe edition, you'll get the season passes that will be throughout year 5, along with the expansion. Keep in mind, though, guys, this is not simply, trying to make things more expensive or anything. It's simply saying that if you want to buy the expansion and then down the road you're going to buy the season passes anyway, this just simply bundles this all together with a little bit of a discount on it. That's all it's doing, okay? The deluxe 30th edition stuff that we talked about earlier will be $24.99, or basically $25. If you want everything together, that's going to be the 30th anniversary stuff, the expansions, the season passes, all that stuff. It'll cost you about $100 basically. For a full year of content, that's a lot of stuff right there. So, I personally think it's worth it. So I myself will definitely be paying for it. I'm obviously not going to buy it right now because the expansions aren't even out yet or anything like that. But keep that in mind if you're looking for all those extra goodies and everything like that. So. But again, like I said before, I am definitely excited for what Destiny has to hold in the future. But what do you think? Are you hyped for the Witch Queen? I know one of our other 5-9 members is definitely there. Tystra, what do you think?
I'm really speechless about all the stuff that's kind of come out during that stream. Like, it's phenomenal the amount of work that they've done and the amount of stuff coming out. The Season 15 information alone was a massive plus. We know that we're having a 30th anniversary pack. We have the Gallahorn coming back, which is crazy. I never thought that would actually happen. We got a crossplay. Stasis guns are here. Battle Eye anti-cheat for Trials of Osiris, and even rewards for not winning. That's a must, and it's absolutely insane. And then the Witch Queen stuff. Savathun looks amazing. Hive infused with light, basically being guardians. They have ghosts. And it's so awesome. There's so many cool things coming, especially with the weapon crafting and the new glaive. Like, it's so much to process. You guys should have seen it in the stream. Like, I was at a loss for words. Thank you, Bungie, for taking what we wanted and putting it into this game. I am absolutely excited for this. Cannot wait. I'm going to definitely be a very happy boy throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, guys, I think he's hyped. I think he's definitely hyped here. So again, if you make sure to catch us on the 5-9 gaming streams when it comes to Destiny Mondays and other things like that, we always like to play with a lot of followers and everything, so make sure you join us as well. But again, I'm going to ask the question to you guys. Are you planning on buying the collector's edition? Are you going to go for just the expansion? Are you just going to simply go free to play the entire way? Are you excited for the sheer destruction that is Gallahorn? Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. And again, make sure you hit that sub button if you haven't already, and hit the like button if you enjoyed the content. That's all from me, folks. Eyes up, Guardians. Johnny.